Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. Now today I'm going to show you how to make this pretty stitch. I'm using this Hayfield Baby Blossom Chunky and it's a beautiful colour of yarn. It's like a sand colour. The shade of it is 0364. That's the shade and I'm sure it goes under the colour of sand. And look at this stitch. It's a really pretty stitch. It's lovely for variegated yarn. You've got your pattern on both sides. I'll show that up a little bit. It's got these little loops all the way along on both sides of it, and it's a really simple stitch. Look at that, it's so pretty, and this yarn is really squishy. So I'm going to show you how to make this. It's an easy one row repeat. It's just a one row repeat and it's super simple. So just get your hook, your yarn onto your hook, and you can use any yarn for that. This is a Knit Pro Zing crochet hook. Now they are aluminium, but it actually feels like the old-fashioned steel. So I'm going to do a chain and I'm going to do an odd number. So I've got 21 stitches. I only need a small sample to show you how to do this. And into the second stitch in your chain, I'm going to do a slip stitch. So you're going to push your hook right through, pull your yarn through, and then slip it through that loop. Just slip through. Now the next stitch, you're going to do a half treble crochet. In the UK, this is called a half treble crochet, and in the USA, it's called a half double crochet. So put your yarn over your hook and go into the next stitch. Pull your yarn through and you've got 3 loops on your hook. Put your yarn over and pull through those 3 loops. Don't do anything else with it. Don't be tempted to do a yarn over. Leave it like that. Go into the next stitch and you're going to do a slip stitch. So put your hook through, pull through and slip through that loop. Then we're going to do a half treble crochet next. So it'll be a slip stitch, a half treble crochet, a slip stitch, half treble crochet, a slip stitch. You should finish on a slip stitch. So I'm on my last 2 stitches. So one of them will be my half treble crochet and the last one is going to be a slip stitch. So just push it through that last stitch. Pull through and then slip through that stitch. You're going to chain 1 and turn your work. Turn round, not that one, into this next one. You're going to do your slip stitch. So you should have a little stitch in what looks like a big stitch and a little stitch and a big stitch. So into that little one, so you've got one there and one there. Go into that second one there and do a slip stitch. Just pull it through. You'll always start with a slip stitch and finish with a slip stitch. So yarn over and turn your work a little bit so you can see the chains on the top there. And you're going through that space and do your double, your half treble crochet and pull through. So the next stitch is there. You're going to slip stitch, pull through and slip. Yarn over and you're going to do your half treble crochet. And that's what the pattern is. You'll do a slip stitch and then a half treble crochet. You might need to turn your work a little bit with that first row because it looks like all these little bumps. So just turn it so that you can see the chain on the top. And go through there at the top and then the next one. Just give it a little turn so you can see that V. pull through and slip, yarn over, then do your half treble crochet, then just give it a little turn so you can see that chain, and slip, yarn over. Once you've got a few rows done, you'll belt through this. Slip stitch, oops, slip stitch, yarn over, and through the top of the chain and do your half treble crochet. I think I said double crochet earlier. So just give it a little turn. It will want to twist that way, but just twist it back. Once you've got this second row done, it will be a doddle. So we're doing a slip stitch next. And then a half treble crochet, a slip stitch into the next one. Just make sure you give it a little twist to find that stitch on this first row. And then through the top, your half treble crochet, then a slip stitch, half treble crochet, then slip stitch. Just don't be tempted to do a double crochet there. So I've got 2 stitches left. I've got a treble, a half treble, just through the top of that stitch and through your 3 loops, and into that little bundle there you're going to do a slip stitch. There is a stitch in there. Just push your hook through, pull through, and then slip. Chain 1 and turn. And you're not going into that very first stitch, you're going into the next one and do a slip stitch. There's that little stitch there. Pull through and slip. Yarn over, just give it a little twist. Now there's your little loops of your pattern. Don't go in the loops, go into the stitch. It's a lot easier to see it now. So into there, into that top stitch, half treble. Keep it all there and then slip stitch. Yarn over, half treble, into the next stitch and slip. And you will see if you make a mistake because you won't have that loop there. You've got a loop here and that's a part of the pattern. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a few more rows. Remember, we'll finish on a slip stitch, chain 1 and turn, then do a slip stitch in your half treble, slip stitch, half treble. So easy this. So I've done a half treble, then slip stitch. So once you've done a few rows, this is what you get. It's really pretty. It's a really nice, easy stitch. And in the book that I've got, it's called a crunch stitch. It's called a crunch stitch. And that's it done in a solid colour. And it's called a crunch stitch. Give it a try. I'm sure you're going to like it. Just remember it's a slip stitch and don't do a double crochet. Don't do a double crochet. It's a slip stitch and a UK half treble crochet. And that is a half double crochet in the USA. So give this a try. I think you'll really like it. It's a pretty little stitch. So thank you for watching. Please subscribe to my channel. And if you click on the bell icon, then YouTube will tell you when I put up another tutorial. So until the next time, happy crafting and I'll see you all again soon. Goodbye.